Welcome to Too Many Ideas. Today we have Dr. Rakhee Makhija with us. A one-line message for people who keep postponing their checkups.
Please don't. Indigestion and breathlessness.
Oh, that's very obvious. Like indigestion is such a small problem.
I know.
It's not even a problem in Indian settings. Yeah.
Just take a pill and you feel better. Or take some like homemade remedy.
Remedies, yes.
When it is out of proportion, when it's like this is unusual, this is not like your usual symptoms, that's when you should like definitely be cautious about it. Take the time to go to a doctor, or even if it means that you have to go to an urgent care, which is a little bit cheaper than going to an emergency visit, then definitely take the step to go and do it.
How do they differentiate between the actual heart attack symptom and the other menopause thing?
Postmenopausal is usually a very tough period for women. Some women will experience hot flashes and they're feeling like there are temperature changes in their body. They just don't feel like themselves. They're having mood swings. And so at that time, they'll feel like I'm feeling more stressed, or I'm just feeling not up to it. Overrated heart health advice.
And that people blindly follow.
Supplements will take care of my body and my heart.
Just waste of money, some sugar pills or something? Some placebo or what is that?
In medicine only, you can have two effects. Either they'll make you live longer or they'll make you feel better.
I downsized everything. I thought like I have too many things on my plate and which is like not humanly possible. I want to do everything, but I don't want all at a time, one at a time probably. I don't want to multitask.
Yeah.
Everything matters, I think. That's a package.
Yeah.
And I learnt my boundaries. That's a major change, I think. Like both internally and externally. That helped me in my weight loss, I think.
Fantastic. That's another thing with women, unfortunately. Overall, I think women want to do everything. They want
best in everything. Supermom syndrome.
Supermom syndrome or super, person syndrome. They want to be the best at their work, best at home, and do everything. And that's...
Welcome to Too Many Ideas. Today we have Dr. Rakhee Makhija with us, who is fondly called as Dr. Mac, interventional cardiologist. Can you explain what is that?
Sure. So I'm an interventional cardiologist and an endovascular specialist. Interventional cardiologist is that doctor, when you have a heart attack and you go to the hospital, they'll go to the hospital and then suddenly open up the heart blockage and put a stent. Basically, any cardiologist who has spent another year training how to put stents in the heart arteries is an interventional cardiologist.
Got it. So a heart specialist who knows how to put a stent.
Yes.
Okay. What is the other one?
The endovascular specialist is the same thing. You put a stent in other arteries, not the heart, everything else.
Okay. So the arteries are all over the body.
Yes, the arteries are everywhere. The arteries supply blood to the brain, arteries supply blood to the legs, to the arms, even in the belly. So
wherever the problem in artery, you go treat it.
Yes, that's endovascular specialization.
Okay. How does it connects to heart? So the arteries and the heart.
Basically, heart is a muscle, is a pump organ that's pumping the blood to the brain and all the rest of the parts of the body. How is heart getting the blood? Through arteries that supply blood to the heart. So when you're trying to treat just the arteries of the heart alone, that's what interventional cardiologist does. But then when you're treating the rest of the arteries of the body, that's what an endovascular, they're both connected, but they, over the years, they become like specialized branches by itself.
So basically the plumbing work in the body. So
Perfect.
Wherever the vessels are, earlier there was a specialist for the vessels alone, but now the heart related ones and this thing, you're handling it.
Yes, that's right.
So there's a relation between both.
Yes.
Yeah, got it.
Thank you for helping me simplify it.
No, I'm just understanding from the layman point of view. I just went back to my biology classes.
Yes.
Thanks to my teachers. Yeah, I had best teachers. So my biology is actually good, I think.
It seems like it.
Right?
You have to tell me a little bit more about your psychology background too.
Psychology, yes. I was interested in psychology. So I was interested in many things. So at school, like I want to be like something related to biology or something, especially like trauma care or something. I got it, but I missed doing that. And then I went to computer science background.
Wow.
And from then, like, I thought that's not my cup of tea. Then I went to psychology, which is much related to the HR side of IT.
Yeah.
So I did my applied psychology,
Nice.
which I never finished, but I'm still reading a lot about it, and I think that's good in a way. And end up doing random stuffs, which is actually helpful. It makes sense only to me because like I have introduction about everything. At least I know how to ask questions.
Yeah. And that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The first time I met Janani was at our, common friends dinner party.
Mm-hmm.
We instantly connected. Her sense of connection with people is just top notch. I have not met a person like her in a long time who can connect so beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for connecting with me and thanks for bringing me to this platform. I'm happy to be here.
That's my pleasure. It feels like I manifested a doctor. Especially I want some specialist for my podcast. I was keep on thinking about it for a week, and I think I asked you within 5 minutes. I have a pod. We just introduce ourselves, and I said like I'm doing my podcast, and then would you be interested? You immediately said yes.
Yes.
I mean, like a doctor, a specialist, a cardiologist saying yes. Like I was like, I'm so happy that day.
It's the best opportunity to spread education, to spread a word amongst so many people.
Yeah, I could see that. Like I never met a doctor or a specialist who's that friendly. You're such a down-to-earth person, and thank you for being in my show.
Thanks for inviting.
Yes, let's go into the rapid fire. The name is rapid fire. You don't have to be rapid at all because we want as much knowledge from you. Like we want to utilize it. So the first one is that one symptom like you will never ignore.
So classically, heart attack is known to have pressure like chest pain or like elephant sitting on my chest. But that's not the that's not the only symptom.
Yeah, what we see in movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's classically described several years ago from, a different set of population. But if you consider the rest of the population, like Asians or women, for example, they typically present with other subtle symptoms. One of the symptoms that you don't want to ignore is unexplained fatigue out of proportion. Indigestion and breathlessness.
Oh, that's very obvious. Like indigestion is such a small problem.
I know.
It's not even a problem in Indian settings. Yeah.
Just take a pill and you feel better. Or take some like homemade remedy.
Remedies, yes.
When it is out of proportion, when it's like this is unusual, this is not like your usual symptoms, that's when you should like definitely be cautious about it. Take the time to go to a doctor, or even if it means that you have to go to an urgent care, which is a little bit cheaper than going to an emergency visit, then definitely take the step to go and do it.
Okay. And I noticed like, especially with women you said, so is it different for men and women, the symptoms?
The classic heart attack that you say, if they have a major artery blockage, they will still present with like elephant sitting on my chest. But like if there is a not so major heart attack, that time they usually feel what's like, different symptoms, because the arteries in the women are much smaller to begin with. They also have effect of menopause. So post-menopausal, they'll experience different kind of symptoms. It may not be as classic as, most men experiencing like something sitting on my chest.
Okay. Yeah. That make me think about the perimenopause, menopause, and all the other things.
Yeah.
So it looks like it depends, right? It depends on their body.
Yeah.
Each will have a different symptom.
Yes.
Like how do they differentiate between the actual heart attack symptom and the other menopause thing?
Postmenopausal is usually a very tough period for women. Some women will experience hot flashes and they're feeling like there are temperature changes in their body. They just don't feel like themselves. They're having mood swings. And so at that time, they'll feel like I'm feeling more stressed, or I'm just feeling not up to it. Menopausal is also the time when your whole body cholesterol levels also tend to go up. Before this, estrogen levels in your body is actually cardioprotective, which is why overall I think women die a little bit later than men. But during the time of menopause, or like right after the menopause, when you're experiencing the menopausal symptoms, you're also experiencing other new symptoms which you tend to ignore. Like if you're having an underlying heart blockage going on, it's kind of kept silent until the menopause. Once menopause hits, you're confused. Is this just my menopause symptoms, or there's something really going on with my heart? So when you do feel like, hey, this is out of the normal realm, you should be getting some kind of testing done, EKG done, something done.
So we have to just keep on track.
It's important, yeah.
You have to give how often we have to get checked.
Know your numbers at any point and get it done annually. So your cholesterol numbers, your A1C, your blood pressure, these are your 3 major things that you should be aware of at any point. So just getting it done annually after your age of 45, 50 is important.
Okay, that makes sense. So one overrated heart health or heart health advice.
Overrated heart health advice.
And that people blindly follow.
Supplements will take care of my body and my heart.
So I'm taking supplements. I'm like, my health is fixed. Like,
you have to know your numbers. Basically, if you are taking supplements, what kind of supplements?
So is that just waste of money? Some sugar pills or something? Some placebo or what is that?
In medicine only, you can have 2 effects. Either they'll make you live longer or they'll make you feel better. Most of the data have shown that supplements don't make you live longer. So if they're not buying you time of life, they do make you feel better, maybe temporarily because of whatever they have in the pills. But as far as the data is considered, it's not shown to reverse the disease process or buy you time in terms of living longer.
Got it. So, okay, let's talk about underrated advice.
Underrated advice,
which saves lives, like that is life saving. You have to do that. Underrated one.
Mostly, first of all, like knowing numbers, and then if you do have symptoms, please take the step to go and get medical care. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's a good one. We have to follow that, and of course, we know like we have to exercise. We have to
100%.
We have to eat clean. Yeah. All those things we know, but we ignore because we are so busy, and that makes me think about how you doctors, such a busy life, how do you take care of your heart health?
It's very hard. Very, very hard. And doctors are the worst patients ever. So at least from my perspective, I've changed, the food in my home and, we try to keep it fresh. We try to not, we try to keep it as cooking at home, as we don't try to eat out much. Try not to take frozen foods
because of
much,
the oil and
because of the uncontrolled oil, uncontrolled amount of sodium or like salt that goes in the diet. So I think food wise,
do you recommend the frozen ones? No.
Not really, because they have so much preservatives. Even if they are frozen, they still need to have items in it which keeps them
okay. It is fresh. It's still not advised.
Not advised.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Maybe if you homemade cooked food, if you want to freeze and then maybe defrost and eat it, just for your lifestyle, I think it's just fine.
Yeah, okay. So it's very, very hard. I know, like when we meet doctors, especially when we are hospitalized or something, we are with the patients or something. I used to wonder, like, when will they get time for themselves? Like, they keep on running, and this amount of stress and that timing, they're not like eating on regular times, right?
That's right. So motivation.
That's why doctors are respected next to God, I think.
And more, it's still, it's like for me as well, it's so much harder to find time to exercise. But I know when I commit myself to it, I think I will do it. So it's even for patients, the same thing applies. Even doctors, at the end of the day, they're humans, right? So for them to also get committed on a daily lifestyle basis is not difficult, which is when you can relate to your patients that, hey, I agree, man, it's not easy to be on a strict diet or lifestyle, but you do see the effect of it. And despite exercising, despite everything, if your numbers are still off, then take the medicines. That's the biggest advice.
Got it. So that one everyday habit that harm even after the best heart procedure, after maybe Stenting, the angio or stent or something, what would be the advice? You have to still follow it. You should not ignore it.
So the biggest misconception, and going back to your prior question, underrated heart advice is stent is not the solution. Stent is helping you open up the blockage, improve your circulation. It's more like an assistance to your body. But at the end of it, you still have to do a good diet, lifestyle, and medication management to make sure your cholesterol numbers are lower. Like there is a lot of data showing that LDL numbers, like the bad cholesterol numbers, being less than 55 is actually helpful to reverse the whole cholesterol process. This was not the case or this was not the knowledge that was known about like 5 or 6 years ago. So then there is meaning to the extensive research that's being done, all over the world. And then to bring that to your, current lifestyle, spreading that knowledge to the regular people to say that, hey, it really makes a difference. Hey, we've really seen a difference. So it's important to keep all those numbers controlled.
Okay, let me ask. We were talking about the lifestyle, right?
Yes.
So the lifestyle, the stress, depression, whatever, that affects your heart.
It does to some extent, yes. Because
to some extent.
If your stress levels are high, your cortisol levels in the body are generally on the higher side. That does trigger inflammation. And there is a lot of data to say that inflammatory processes in general have a lot to do with the whole fat buildup in the heart arteries or the arteries all over your body.
So it's not just your diet or something else.
It is definitely stress levels as well.
So how do you reduce that?
To reduce the stress, meditation, prayers, staying with your family. The more proximity you have with the loved ones.
Because we are social animals after all.
We're social animals end of the day. Yeah.
So just keep ourselves happy is
important.
Very, very underrated advice. Right, I got the advice.
Even in the patients, somehow, happy patients tend to do very well post-procedures.
Yeah, I read in a book that it's called Outliners, I think.
Okay.
So they did a research. The people who lived in city versus town.
Yes.
Actually, it is like medical students who went for a research.
Yeah.
And they got the idea, and then they collected data, it seems. So the people in the town did better, even though their cholesterol numbers are high, because they have a social circle. So they just have potlucks or festivities around them. They have time for everyone. They sit, they stand, they talk everywhere, they shop, and they have access to city. Of course, they can go to doctors and they take care of things. But the people in the cities, they have less numbers, but still they die sooner, it seems.
You're absolutely right.
So the lifestyle, So we have to invest in lifestyle probably.
100%. The longest living people in Japan, right? There was another a documentary.
Okinawa.
There was a documentary on this.
The coastal region peoples are...
They also do well.
Yeah, they are centenarians.
Yes.
Almost like 100 to 150 years. Yes. I recently went to Japan and I read the book Ikigai.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. I love the book and it's so simple read, but it changed my life. That's why I'm sitting here.
Probably. You have to give me the recommendation. Then I'll also start reading.
Of course, yes. I already did a show on that.
Oh, fantastic.
And I will do detailed ones, probably I will post some reels or something like that.
Do it sooner.
Yeah. So we were talking about the stents.
Yes.
What does that mean?
So stent is basically like a metal scaffolding or a metallic tube which is meshed. It goes in your arteries and you balloon it open.
Is it like a tube?
It's a tube. It's a metallic metallic meshed nitinol tube, so to speak. And I can share some pictures with you or videos just for the audience.
We will edit along with that, yes.
And that basically keeps the artery stably open. Okay. So
because of the cholesterol, it's more like a plumbing thing. So if something is disturbing there, you just open it out, something like that?
So with years and years of damage, remember the cholesterol plaque doesn't happen right away.
So what is plaque again?
Plaque is basically, and I apologize for using the word plaque, but plaque is basically cholesterol deposition, like chunks of cholesterol deposition in the layers of the arteries. Okay, especially in areas of where there is circulatory overload, or not overload, but there is a circulation, like the velocity. So the blockage is basically where the cholesterol gets deposited in the arteries of anywhere in the body. Wherever it gets deposited, that part of the artery becomes remodeled. I'm still using medical jargon, so I apologize. So, but basically, the best way to describe plaque is, in simple words, is fat deposition in the walls of the artery.
Okay.
Please erase the prior things. Just keep it here.
So a blockage in a pipe.
Blockage in a pipe.
Just like a plumber thing. Like we can which just have metaphors.
Okay. Now imagine if you were to do a cut section across the artery, you can see that the diameter of the artery is from where the circulation, from where the blood has to go, suddenly goes smaller and smaller because there is so much more cholesterol deposition in the heart artery. If you want to open it, we usually typically put a wire across it. We put a little balloon, like a mini balloon, and we try to push this plaque open to create blood flow through the same artery. When we are doing that, what happens is the arterial walls, they tend to dissect or they tend to tear open. When they tear open, the blood can go in the arterial walls and tend to close off the artery. In order to not do that, we then put a stent, which is a metal scaffolding to keep it open, to keep the arterial layers stable.
Just making that opening bigger.
Opening.
So that the flow will be better.
You can say that.
We can just clearing the blockage to some extent.
It does
With the
not,
balloon-like thing, you just open it up.
Balloon will open it. Now, when you open it, it's not simple opening. It will create damage to the artery wall. When it damages the artery wall, the blood tends to go inside the artery wall. When it does that, the artery wall tends to close. So in order to avoid the closing, you'll put a stent to stabilize the artery walls. That makes sense. Most people think of stent. Stent will something like open up my arteries. No, it doesn't. You're doing a few things.
Is it a temporary one?
The stent remains in the artery, and then your natural, the artery skin grows over it to keep the flow as normal as possible. But the plaque doesn't go away. Like most people think that when you're trying to do the procedure, you're pulling the plaque out or you're cleaning the arteries. You're not cleaning the arteries. You're not pulling the plaque out or anything. Everything is right there. You're just pushing open and creating a better channel.
We are just extending the lifespan.
We're just extending. We're buying time for the patient. That's all we all are doing.
That's all we can do.
Buying more time.
Okay. So you can never remove the plaque, or what is that called?
The only studies these days have shown that if you actually bring your LDL cholesterol level or the bad cholesterol level lesser than 55, and then when you followed those patients over 3 to 5 years, you actually saw that this cholesterol deposition, amount of cholesterol deposition is getting smaller.
Okay.
And that's why.
That's a natural way to do that.
That's the only studies that we have that will actually show that your plaque has reduced in size a little bit.
Okay.
Not completely.
So how do you reduce? The best is prevention. Right from your age of they say even age of 20s and 30s. So once it is there, once the bad cholesterol levels is high and the stent is on, so there is never looking back, and it is there in your body forever. The stent is always there. You don't take the stent out. No, I'm talking about the cholesterol. The cholesterol, you can bring it down by taking the statins and that's a good Repatha and then Leqvio these days. So there are medications that... but not in a natural way. You can maintain it. At that point, once it's become that bad, then that means you've had that level for many, many, many years. Now to bring it down just with the diet alone, yes, people do try it. Many people are like, I don't want to be on a statin. And then you have to say that, hey, what is more important? We don't want you to continue to develop this. There is a reason why the studies have been done. So unfortunately, once you have the stent, once you have the cholesterol deposition, unfortunately, there is very little that you can do in the lifestyle. Okay, how do we avoid this cholesterol deposition? So what is the lifestyle you have to follow? Have, a healthy, active life right from your 20s and 30s. Try to eat the right foods. Especially for women. It's the same for men and women. Right from your 20s and 30s, it's best to have good diet, exercise, stay happy, keep your stress levels down, that that you're going to, this is what's going to happen. What kind of exercise? Because everybody is walking 10,000 steps. Yeah. Is it a misconception or that is more than enough? What do you suggest? 10,000 steps is a great start. But on top of that, you should have some strength training too. Because only if you keep doing cardio, it's just raising your cortisol levels. So definitely couple it with 2 to 3 days of strength training. Okay. So raise the level and then lower it. How does it work? And you said about meditation, which is you have to keep you have to be calm. Yes. Not just raising this thing, you have to balance it out, it seems, right? Yes. Yeah, especially with women, I think that moderation, because we are cyclic, right? Yes. So the moderation is very, very important. For me, the mix of all helped. I think I figured out my way.
You have to tell us about your weight loss journey.
My weight loss journey. I don't know what I did. I just did all the right things. Probably that's a package. I was trying to do that for a longer time, maybe years. I cut down sugar slowly, not completely though, but I'm still trying. Once in a while I take sugar, but that's a major step, I think. And I just started taking more proteins.
Good.
That helped me like coming out of all the cravings and other stuff. And I started doing strength training.
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. See,
Yeah.
you're treating your own body in the right way. You looked up all the resources.
I started with affirmations and then guided meditation, and then I'm
Good.
trying to meditate. I'm
By
trying
yourself.
to. I don't know, is that the right way?
What do you mean by guided meditation?
You have n number of YouTube videos on
Okay.
that. Yes. So someone will guide you to follow steps. So you can just switch on and you can sleep, and it will go like you have to do this, and this, something like that. Or just plain, just like for baby music, we have things like water sounds, something like that. Or whatever works for you. Yeah. It is all step by step.
Good.
I didn't figure it out overnight. So yeah.
I wish every patient can figure out these things like you.
And I downsized all my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I don't want a full-time job. I want a part-time job. So
Okay.
I downsized everything. I thought like I have too many things on my plate, and which is like not humanly possible. I want to do everything, but I don't want all at a time, one at a time probably. I don't want to multitask.
Yeah.
Everything matters. I think that's a package.
Yeah.
And I learned my boundaries. That's a major change, I think, like both internally and externally. That helped me in my weight loss, I think.
Fantastic. That's another thing with women, unfortunately. Overall, I feel like I think women want to do everything. They want
Best
to
in
do
everything.
this, they wanna
Supermom
do this,
syndrome.
They want supermom syndrome or super, person syndrome. They want to be the best at their work, best at home, and do everything. And that's usually also not very healthy.
Yeah, I had that. Yeah. And then like being human is like acceptable. Yeah. Even my family understood. I sit and talk to them, which was missing back then. So I have my own life. I have my dreams. I will do all these things. You have to just allow me to do these things. Yeah. Even though we don't have to get permission, but I want them to be aware of what I am doing, which is not like harming anyone, you know? Yeah. So if I am healthy, I can do better for you. So I just sat and talked to them.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah, I think like I haven't thought about it, but today it all came together, I think. Yeah. Okay, your one-line message for people who keep postponing their checkups.
Please don't. Well, let's see. So the first symptom that any heart patient will have is generally the last symptom. So the one line for them is your first symptom is probably your last symptom. So get help before. Even if you don't have symptoms, at least get your basic screening done. Even a primary care doctor can do it for you. Don't hesitate to ask for help. Don't hesitate to take it up to like, hey, can I get a screening EKG, for example? And we offer that to our patients as a free screening EKG.
Oh, really? That's free? Okay.
Yes. That's for all those people who,
what is
who
EKG
are scared.
means?
EKG is basically an electrical activity of your heart to be screened in a paper, basically.
We are all aware of ECG. What is
Yes.
EKG? That's what.
So
there should
ECG
be a difference,
and
right?
EKG is the same thing. It's just electrocardiogram. In some lingo, it is called as EKG, and it's the same thing as ECG.
Oh, okay.
And most doctors kind of use it interchangeably.
Okay, got it. Okay. So here we come to the end of rapid fire.
Okay.
We will go detailing in our next episode.
Sure.
So thanks for watching. Keep watching. The next episode will be much more interesting and useful. Thank you.